Welcome back to Automotive Electronics. We're going to shake it up today a little bit. Normally I say no to these kind of jobs because I don't like them. But this laptop, here we go, this one here. Let's zoom out a little bit so y'all can see what I'm talking about. That laptop there, that belongs to my wife. And she ain't taking no for an answer. So what she's got here is a floppy hinge and a screen that's coming loose. Let's see if I can get in here and show y'all what I'm talking about. So these HP Envies are pretty notorious for this. You see that hinge is that little metal in the middle there that y'all seeing? That is the hinge, and it comes loose from this back panel here. And I'm trying not to break the screen. I'm trying to get y'all as good a view as I can without breaking the screen, because that's not going to bode well for me when I get home. There is a whole lot of taking this thing apart, and I used to repair some iPhones and things like that. This screen has got adhesive. Screen's got adhesive all along the edges here, and I used to do this stuff, man. I hated it. And anyway, you'd have to get the screen off to do it properly. She's got all this stuff attached to it and everything. It's probably why it's broken. But you see the movement in that thing. Alright, well, that's just that hinge piece flopping around, and it's supposed to be mounted right there to that back area. What we're going to do is try to get tricky, because I do have an automotive shop, and what I'm going to do is get some JB weld, get on the back side of that hinge with something. I don't know, I don't care if I got to use a toothpick, doesn't matter. I need to get this hinge reattached to this lid, and then we should be good to go, because there ain't nothing wrong with the hinge itself. That hinge to me looks like it's still okay. That is just the screen moving around that hinge. That hinge is still solid. So we're going to get some JB weld mixed up and see if we can't get this done. Now, half the reason I'm doing this is because she says she's gonna buy a new laptop. And there ain't nothing wrong with that laptop except it's got the wobbles. So we're gonna try to get her fixed up, and if we screw up, we ain't lost nothing, because she's gonna buy a new one anyway. She's headstrong like that. Okay, special delivery from O'Reilly's. Bet you didn't know O'Reilly's carried parts that would fix a laptop. So one of the first things I think I should do here, get myself a little mixing tool, and I feel like I need to customize this a little bit. So we're going to see if I can't flatten out this end a little bit. Yeah. Hell yeah. Ain't worried about that. Alright, so JB weld. Simple stuff. Puncture the end of it there. We're going to have to probably do the same with this one. JB weld, pretty simple stuff. One part of this to one part of that. Looks close enough for government work there. Now, got it oozing out here, so we'll just give ourselves a little extra there on the sides. Blah, blah, blah. So it's one part epoxy, one part hardener. Mix it around until the black and white becomes gray. Want to get yourself enough of this stuff that you feel like you got plenty to do the job. There ain't much more to it than that. Ryan, come help me real quick. Get back over to our laptop here. I want you to hold that as steady as you can. Try not to stay where we can still get a shot in the camera here for what we're doing. So we're going to hold it about that angle. Alright. Put some glasses on so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Still got a good angle there? Not so much. Whoa, got a little too much of this stuff on there. We got a little short time to work with here, so I'm gonna try to get this.
Just smear it on.
No, now you're an expert.
No, I was just saying smear it on this, so you can get some off.
All right. Start trying to fill in this area here. I'm going to try not to get down too far and get the hinge itself. I'm going to put a little extra in the, whoa, not that much extra. Put a little extra in the gap. Ain't too worried about a little bit oozing out the sides here. So we ain't got a hell of a lot to lose. And we're going to get a clamp on that. What I'm going to do is get, well, hell, that's going to come out nice. Alright, I need a clamp like this one right here. Yeah.
How do you undo it?
Damn, you don't know how a clamp works? We're going to have to work on your skills. Alright. And we're going to clamp that bad boy together. Not too much tension so we don't jack up the screen. And you're supposed to let that cure for 24 hours. So we'll see y'all tomorrow, I guess. So what to do with the extra JB weld? I got curious. Does JB weld conduct electricity? As soon as that dries, we're going to find out. And if you're curious as to how much of the JB weld to use, I would say I used maybe 1 or 2 mLs of that stuff. That would be the most I used. I didn't even use half of what I put on the card there. Well, looks pretty good. I would say that that's bonded pretty well. Lid opens, closes. It's got full articulation. Doesn't seem to be gapping or doing anything at all wrong. So we're going to call that a good fix. Take this back to everything's still working on there. As you can see, that's how the hinge came out. It doesn't look absolutely perfect, but it's pretty damn close. Pretty satisfied with that. Well, I just thought I was done. Not quite. She wants a new battery in here as well. So we're gonna, and she ordered it, so we're gonna see if we can get to the battery. A little tiny screw here. That's the only screw I can see on this rear panel. I'm not sure how the hell it's going to come off. So I may have to get on YouTube myself and figure this out, because so far it's looking pretty sealed up, but we'll figure it out. So it appears sneaky people have gotten these screws tucked up underneath here. And I don't know how we're going to get that glued back down, but alright, so we've got a bunch of Phillips screws. Maybe if we just don't handle that glue strip too much, they'll glue right back down. Well, we'll get the obvious ones and see if there's more hidden ones later. And this laptop is less than a year old, and she said the battery life has gone to crap. So not sure what that says about these batteries. Not sure we paid a whole lot of attention to our charging habits and etc. There's something very magnetic right underneath there. I guess that's the speaker, so that's to be expected. Now let's see if we've got any give to this sucker. And the other side's the side that I glued, so I would think that this side would not be stuck down, but maybe it is. It appears that I am popping some clips loose. That is somewhat clipped down. I got one of the tools I used to use to repair cell phones, and I'm trying to work it out with, but try not to break it. Probably being way too careful. I'll work my way around. this was mine, I would have already popped this thing loose, but it's not. So we're gonna have to be careful with the wife's stuff. She only knew how careful I was just because it was hers. Alright, there we go. Bottom's off. That looks like a battery to me. Let's see if it looks like the same battery. It does look like the same battery so far. That looks like it. She is pretty good at ordering parts. Looks like we got some screws around the edges. Hopefully this thing is not glued in or anything stupid like that. Looks like we do have a little cable running here. Not sure what that's to, but we'll be careful with it. It's out. Just got the plug to remove.
Yes, sir. I just wanted to see if you'll be able to figure out what's wrong with the ECU.
On what car?
Was it?
On what car?
2010 Toyota Corolla, 1.8.
Probably not. It's gonna be a newer model ECU.
Probably not, because it's a newer
I can
model,
certainly take a look at it
we
though.
can take a look at it if we bring it in.
Okay. I don't know if you have whenever they have problems with the ECU, the code, the problem that's wrong with it. It's just giving me a lost communication with the ECM.
Yeah, we just gotta take a look at it first before anything. But it's all newer stuff, so we're not real sure.
I can take the ECM right out, like this. All you need is the part.
Yep.
Yeah, just the module itself.
Okay, alright, I'll do that whenever I got time. I appreciate it.
Alright, no problem.
Bye-bye.
So we're getting our screws back in here.
Mobile Electronics, I can help you.
Hey, I was wondering, how much do you guys charge to fix a ECM?
On what car?
2010 Chevy work truck.
Don't know if we can fix it or not. The same old story.
Not sure if we can fix that one.
We don't have any known.
Take a look at it.
We don't have any known
We
repairs
don't
for it.
have any known repairs on it yet, so we just have to, we just have to take a look at it first, and we can probably tell you yes or no. Sometimes we just kind of go through the whole entire board, look at it, and fix anything that looks off.
Look for bad caps. Look for bad traces.
Or anything like that,
But how much would you charge if you can fix it?
If we fix it, it's $150.
And just for you to look at it, do you charge?
Yep.
Yeah,
$50.
$50 dead fee.
Well,
Well, we don't want to waste our time either.
Yeah. Well,
Let me think about it real quick, please.
all right, no problem.
Yeah, so we get a lot of that. We charge a bench fee of $50 to look at something, do exploration on it. Some people think that that's too cheap. Some people think that that's way too much. You know what? If it's too much, then it's too much for you. It's fine. But I've got stuff I can work on all day long, and if I take the time to look at yours for you, then it's not free. Couple of reasons it's not free. Anytime you do anything for free, it winds up coming back to bite you in the butt. So I don't care if you charge $5. You gotta charge something for it. And there's 1,000 electronic pieces out there that if you look at stuff for free, you're going to be busy looking at stuff for free all day long. Therefore, our minimum fee just to look at something is $50. Currently. If you're watching this a couple years from now, it may be more. Alright, so we just about got all of our screws back in here, and we're going to see if we can get our little pads to stick. Hopefully we can get them to stick again. Not too jacked up. Well, they're not going to stick like it was brand new, that's for sure. Guess we could get some new adhesive strips, probably off the internet. I'm sure Amazon sells those too. Somehow they became a little bit too long. Let's see if we can do a little trim here and get them to fit in there. Alright, so now they fit in the little gap. Now one feels like the screw's holding it up. Let's see if we maybe didn't get that screw tight enough. No, that's tight. Oh, the glue's all in a wad. Glue strip's all in a wad. That's what's going on there. Alright. As long as you don't pull on it, I think it'll stay. Now for the moment of truth. Hinge staying together. Let's see if we get some power. We've got a light. Perhaps we just don't have any charge in this battery. power cord for it. Get it. See if we can get it turned back on. Well, I know we plugged her in good. Oh, I got something. CMOS checksum invalid, will restart to default configuration and the computer will restart afterwards. Check the BIOS setup options to see if they change. Alright, so it's going through some kind of process here. We'll let it do its thing for a minute. Got the HP logo back up and it's on. See what kind of battery level we got. 50%. So it shipped with 50% battery. If you can see that, but the screen's on, everything's working. It did need a minute to think about itself, but it appears like we got her working. Almost forgot we intended on having a little fun today, so will JB Weld conduct electricity? Let's find out. Amp meter says 0 amps, so no, it will not conduct electricity. And just so y'all, yeah, it's definitely on. Definitely got no flow at all. So there you go, pretty good insulator actually. That was uneventful. Wonder how many amps it would take to jump across that though. So I guess we got to change the name of the place from Automotive Electronics to something like Automotive Electronics and Minor Laptop Repairs or something like that. Anyway, hopefully that helped y'all out a little bit. And if y'all like and subscribe, I might recoup a little money on this video and towards my new battery and JB Weld that I spent money on. You guys have a good one. Hope that helped y'all out. If it did, please go down there and like and subscribe. That really helps the channel out and helps me keep going with all this stuff. So appreciate y'all. See you next time.